wife accused me of cheating with the sitter, not sure where to go from here. When my wife gave birth, she left her job as she was struggling with schizophrenia, depression, and anxiety. There were times where I couldn't leave the house because she accused me of meeting other women. She went as far as putting a tracker on my phone, and fights would start if I went anywhere besides home or work. I do love my wife so much, and I love our son. During the last 2 years, my wife spent time searching for work and was offered a job a few months ago. I was laid off from my job and started working for a new company. Our son is back to attending school and is doing well. My job does require me to travel a lot, and my wife sometimes will have to stay late. We decided to hire a babysitter to help with getting my son off the bus and hanging with him until one of us gets home. We decided to hire a recent college graduate, 24 female. Am I wrong for not telling my husband I went into labor? I, 32 female, have 3 kids. K, 12 female, L, 4 female, and I just gave birth to my beautiful baby girl, Valerie. My husband and I have been married for 5 years, and I love him, but he's a little bit of a mama's boy. My mother-in-law hates me. I grew up in a richer neighborhood, and my parents left me with quite a lot of inheritance when they passed, about $13 million in assets. Mother-in-law, however, was a single mother with 2 sons and had a lot of trouble just paying for basic needs. She worked her way up, and I think she's very strong. She doesn't like me and thinks I'm pretentious because apparently I had everything handed to me. Well, when I got pregnant with Elle, we decided to name him Luke, after my husband's father, who died when my husband was only 3. Mother-in-law was through the roof when we told her, but ever since I fell pregnant again with Valerie, she has been adamant that we would name her Francine after her late grandmother. My husband wants to as well, but I don't. Instead, I wanted to name her Valerie, and not just because I like the name, but also because when I was 17, the song Valerie by Amy Winehouse came out, and me and my family would sing it all the time. At family gatherings, it was always first on the speaker, car rides, and just in general. It was basically our song. Well, my older sister and my parents passed away in a house fire 3 years. Am I wrong for returning the shoes I got from my husband after he accused me of stealing from him? My 29, husband 36, is the breadwinner of the family. I stay home with the kids who are preschool age. He pays for the mortgage, bills, household needs, food, kids' needs, etc. He has set a monthly budget for each category and handles getting everything done. Recently, he has become overwhelmed and told me to handle grocery shopping, but before he let me, he asked me to write a list of all the stuff we need so he could calculate the total, and also so he'd have an idea of how much I'll be spending when I take his credit card. I didn't have an issue with that because this way we'd watch our spending habits. However, he said I'm never allowed to get something that isn't on the list unless I'm paying for it some other way. Huh? On Friday, I was doing some grocery shopping as usual and saw that the store had some nice shoes on sale. The price was insanely low for this brand, and so I decided to grab a pair for my husband, thinking he'd be happy with them since he needed new sneakers anyway. I bought them, and when I showed them to him, he flipped out on me saying I made a huge mistake by buying something that wasn't on the list. I agreed with him, but I thought that since the shoes were for him, then it'd be different. He said I screwed up